Yo, Vade, what's going on, bro? I know this is a random stream, isn't it? Just trying something out. Okay. All right, guys, welcome. ID Era, how you been, man? Welcome. All right. Start in about 1 minute. If you're on doing some geo mining, nice. Nice. In Pyro, or I assume it's Pyro you guys are at. Some reason I'm having some issues with my alerts, so I don't know what's going on. Pyro, yeah. What are you guys finding out there? Are you guys able to find Hadanite easily, or has anybody found? I think there's one of the ores is there's one redacted ore that we're yet to find, and it's super rare and very highly valuable. I'm wondering if it's been found yet. I think it's not even, it's something more rare than Janelite. I remember seeing it in the patch notes when 4.1 came out. All right. Let's get started. All right. So yeah, so for those that are seeing the live stream now, random stream, right? I'm trying something new, trying something different. In this live stream, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go through some of the latest Star Citizen news, as well as some of the new stuff that's coming out, especially Invictus, the new ship, Starlancer TAC. We're gonna talk about those things today, and we're gonna try to do this 1 hour and a half. We'll see how it goes, depending on the conversations that we have and some of the things that we cover. But ideally, this is experimental, just to see how it goes, how I do it, the flow of things, and to see if I can integrate it into to make it more of a regular routine for the channel. Okay, so you guys let me know by the end of this your thoughts on this format and any advice that you can give. Okay, so all right, so the first thing I wanted to cover today is 4.11. okay, 4.11 has been coming out, and a few features that's coming in. Some of them are really exciting, I think. Right now they have one that's out, that's released to all backers right now, and it's very close, right? So it's very close to going live. The intent is for this thing to go live before the 15th. The 15th is when Invictus starts, so by the 14th is a hard deadline for this thing to go live. So, but what I anticipate is we will be getting some new ships, and we've already been teased with the Starlancer. We're gonna look into that in a bit, but we also been teased of some new ships that we're yet to see, at least in its physicalized format in the game, right? So we're gonna look into that stuff as we go into this. Okay, so with 4.11, they're having they're at the end of the testing cycle for it. It should go live anytime from now, between now and by the 14th. And some of the things that they're bringing in are really exciting, right? So one of the ones that I really like is ship battles, right? Ship battle missions. V1, it says patrol, ambush, and Gilly's advanced combat gauntlet mission. So I tried these, right? The patrol and ambush. I tried them a few earlier on when this thing dropped into the PTU. Was really interesting. What it does is it takes you to new locations that they've added into the PU, both in Stanton and in Pyro. And what it does is it allows you to either patrol various sites. If you're doing a patrol, you're jumping to various sites from the initial location and just patrolling the area. Sometimes you go there, there's no NPCs. Sometimes you go there, there is an NPC, but they're a civilian, and you have to like protect them from hostile NPCs. And then, so you go to various sites, and then you patrol it. Once you've completed them, then that's the end of the mission. And the ambush version is you go there. This is both for legal and illegal, so everybody gets to participate in these kinds of missions. The ambush missions, I did try it. It was really interesting, where they would ask you to go to one of the new Astro locations. You would then um you would then uh be tasked to go to a certain location to hide and to turn off your ship. This way you cannot be detected. And then after a timer runs out, an NPC that you're meant to ambush will be spawned in, and then you'll be tasked to turn on your ship and then go and take it out. So it's really interesting. It's different. It's I like it. And Gilly's advanced combat missions, I believe it's about a total of 8 of them, I think, and it becomes more difficult from each stage that you do it. Right? There's, I think, yeah, 8 or could be 9. It's either 7, 8, or 9 missions in total, and they're going to be initially available, I think, right away, or you might have to do it in an initial one first before you get access to all of them. But I think when I was in the PTU, it was available right away. And the way that works is, depending on the mission you take, there's different um uh varying various scenarios where they're going to be testing you, right? So the first one is very simple: take out a small ship. But there was one where I had to take out a stealth ship, and the stealth ship that they used was a Firebird, and the Firebird was so deadly, right? I had to be within 1,000 to even detect them. And when they spawn in, they're starting off with missiles. So it's no joke, man. They took me out right away, and it was quite interesting how that went. So also there's also various ones. So it scales up, right? I think it goes all the way up to the Polaris, where you have to take out a Polaris. So it's not even single ship. I think you're gonna need a crew to be able to take on the harder ones. So it's really interesting, really really interesting. Tigger Looker, what's going on? I would think going live earlier will be better so that they can start fixing stuff they break. I strongly agree. Strongly agree. I hope sometime this week. How much time we got until the 14th? Let's see. 14th will be not this week, but next week, Thursday. I hope they drop it this week. This way they have the weekend as well as a few days into the following week for them to fix any issues after it goes live. But I think what they're gonna do is they're going to allow us to see some of the new ships and test some of the new ships. Starlancer TAC, I think they're gonna put them in the halls and get either Evo or us to just rent it and test it out. And they're gonna go through the various days. I'm not sure if they're gonna do that just to keep the surprise, but usually they put the new ships out into the PTU and give it to probably Evo or just a few people to access the ships and test it out first. Because I would want them to test it out and make sure there's no bugs associated to the ships, the new ones that are coming in. So it's possible this week or early next week we may see some of the new ships in the halls for us to actually check out. And yeah, it's really exciting. Some of the ships that they did talk about was Starlancer TAC. We're gonna cover that shortly. There's gonna be some new ones that's coming in. There's good. I think what I thought a few days ago was going to be the Anvil Asgard. A lot of people is indicating that it could be the Legionnaire. The Legionnaire could be coming in. which is going to be a surprise because I thought hacking was going to be coming in with the Legionnaire. So does that mean we're going to be seeing hacking? We don't see any elements of hacking in the PTU right now. So how is that going to work, right? And if there is, we're going to need to test it before it goes live, right? So I don't know. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what they do. But I believe 2 or 3 new ships is going to be coming out. We might get a concept, which is probably going to be the Anvil Asgard, which we anticipate. We might see the Anvil Paladin. You might. And there's also going to be a new Grey Cat vehicle that's also going to be coming out. So that's going to be interesting. The TAC is going to be nice. Yes, it is. I think the TAC is going to be a beast. If the TAC is going to be a beast, if they make it tanky. But we'll talk about that shortly. I hope they drop it this week too, as there is a lot of bug fixes. I noticed that the sound in the hangar has been fixed. That was one of my pet peeves. Yeah, it was really annoying when it came out. Is the Asgard not the Legionnaire? Spicy, you think so? It would, you know what? I would believe it's the Asgard more because we don't see any elements of hacking gameplay. And I think they said they want to release ships with their associated gameplay, right? So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get. But yeah. So handyman missions, which is really interesting. Yesterday where I did some, me and my org mates, we did some uh an org event in Pyro, and one of our org mates was doing a handyman mission inside of a station or obituary. I think he was tasked to move a box from one side of the station to another, which was really interesting. So I like those kind of missions because it enables you to do like zero to hero scenarios. It makes it more viable to do zero to hero scenarios, which I'm keen to doing very soon. I don't think it's the Legionnaire. It looks like they are focusing on support type ships. Last year it was a lot of attack ships. Good point. Good point. So if it's going to be a support type ship, then the Asgard is support because it's a carrier, right? We'll have to see, man. It could be it could be completely different ship, to be quite honest. We could be off completely. Animal missions is back. PvP bounties is back. I believe they took PvP bounties out a few patches ago. I don't know what the reason was, but they did. Hunt the Polaris mission. I haven't seen that, but I heard about it and it seems like it's interesting. What I hope is they allow us to board the Polaris and fight the NPCs on the inside and possibly find some cool loot inside of the Polaris, since the Polaris is going to be, it's going to be very deadly, right? With its torpedoes, it's going to be so deadly. So, yeah, so we have to deal with that. UAE training missions. I thought that was Gilly's advanced combat gauntlet missions, but this could be completely different. The UAE training missions. Fleet week calls, 7-hour rotations in the PTU, okay? And with Kilo's new mission. So what I heard is right now, right, when we released 4.1, they put out the Karenites, the items that we needed to get the rewards for Rakello was all like gated behind the Hadar locations, right? And the Hadar locations are just dominated by groups, larger groups and orcs, right? So if you're a solo, it's really difficult for you to go there and participate and to be able to compete for the Karenites and the rare ores that Rakello essentially needs for the rewards that you want, right? So with 4.11, we're going to see more PvE missions that give you the materials that would allow you to get the Rakello rewards. So, which is really interesting. Really excited about that. This way, you don't have to always have to be involved with PvP in order to participate in that. But I think CIG initially did that so that they could see us fight over it and see how the servers behave, which did happen because we've gotten into a few fleet battles against other orgs and it was really fun. So excited for stuff like that. Nice. Excited for that too. Okay. All right. So that is essentially it. Right now, the latest patch right now for 4.11, they've increased the risk zones for armistice around Area 18 and the convention, which makes sense because I know somebody used a rock geo, not a rock geo, but the geo, the Atlas. It jumped from their ship and landed at the site. So what that is not good. Gameplay, enabled killed animal missions and ships and vehicles. They greatly increased the Polaris held turret ammo. I believe the main gun for the Polaris now has I think up to like 900. I think 900. So right now, before it was 300, now it's going to be 900, which is really good. Really good. It doesn't seem like they're going to give us reloadable ammo yet. So them buffing this is really good. Okay, so but I anticipate when they allow for reloadable ammo for ships, for ballistic ammo, they would nerf that back down so that you get the 300, you have to reload it, and there'll be a time, right? Which will play into the engineering gameplay and all that. Okay, so that's exciting. Bricollo is the start of side characters that give you rewards. Yes, excited for that. Little by little, they're starting to implement lore into the game and stories, right? Which is really exciting because right now it's just there's no story in the PU, to be quite honest. They really started this stuff with the save stand stuff. Really interesting, really interesting. Everybody thought, what was that group? That group, the terrorist group. That they thought they were the good guys, but they tricked us. All right, so let's get into the next thing. So, there was a few sneak peeks that came out. This week's sneak peek is this. Last week's sneak peek was this, right? So, what this? Do you guys have any idea what this is? This is definitely a new ship that's coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's probably about 12 missiles. What ship, a missile boat that has that amount of, what ship would that be? What do you guys think? Guardian MX? The Guardian MX, isn't that interdiction? I think the base Guardian uses interdiction already, right? I think we already have that. Missile variant of the Guardian? I don't know. Liberator 2? Whiskey. Whiskey just wants Liberator. Oh man. The QI, right? The QI is the introduction one. The QI, is it out already? Guardian MX or upside down gray cat's vehicle. Oh my goodness. The design language does match Grey Cat. It does match Grey Cat. This might be the Grey Cat vehicle. You honestly think it's upside down? I don't think it's upside down. It could be upside down. They could be tricking us, right? Introduction, it's been out? Okay. I think those missiles will pop out of the MX. Okay. The reason why I'm not, you could be right. You could be right. DMX might have a different color scheme than the base and the QI. So you might be right. So then what do you guys think this one is? If you look at the Grey Cat tactical vehicle, it has that bar. This pic looks flipped. Where did you see the Grey Cat tactical vehicle, Charlie? I haven't seen that. So, am I missing something? Where do you see that? Like, is there a way to flip this? Yeah, I don't think there's a way to do that with the browser. um, this is a fighter in your opinion, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a bomber, some sort of bomber from the blue pick. What blue pick? If all four arms on the Guardian, that would be more missiles than the Connie Andromeda. Yeah, it would be. It would be. I think it's the Merlin. Merlin with 12 missiles? That's insane. That would be insane. That that would be insane. I heard Kruger is gonna be coming out with a fighter, right? You can see the outline of the bar. Yeah, I see that. So what ship has a bar on it like that? The fact that it has this bar gives me indication it could be a ground vehicle, to be quite honest. I don't think it's a ship. I think it's a ground vehicle because of this bar, right? They usually put these bars so you can grab on it and get on top of it or something. Or am I wrong? Supposed to have like 64 missiles? The Grey Cat is supposed to have 64 missiles? Or are you talking about the Merlin? The Merlin is supposed to have 64 missiles? That's insane, bro. It's from the blue silhouette pick from last year's of the 16 new vehicles. Oh my goodness, where is that? Where is that? Hold on. Blue silhouette. Star Citizen. Citizen. Con 2954 ships. Do we have the ship silhouette? Okay, let's bring this here. You think it's this? This is it, right? This is it right here. It's on Reddit. Can I make this bigger? This is it, right? So the Argo CSV FM, the fabrication module is one of them. So I think we're gonna see this. I think we're gonna see that. The Grey Cat CAV. Oh, you see this bar? Holy! Oh, I can't zoom in. You guys see that bar right there? Oh, you guys see this bar? Isn't that the same bar? Right here? If you look closer at the camera on the teaser above the missile rack, it's designed in Grey Cat. Is Grey Cat question. Can the Argo raft fit in the new Idris P hangar? I think it could. I think so. The hangar is pretty big. Hold on. This bar right here, right? I think it could be the Grey Cat tactical vehicle that they're talking about. I think that's what this is. What makes it tactical is the fact that it's low signature, it's on the ground, and it's going to knock fighters out of the sky. Then the bar is detailed. I think the bar is detailed, and I think the missile rack on the Guardian MX that comes down out of the wings. Really? Hmm. Hold on. Duplicate this. Star Citizen. Guardian. Do we have anything that shows the bottom of it? I don't own one, so that's the. If I owned it, I would have. I would know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? But I don't own one, and I don't know. I don't know. Like if you look at the top of it, it's very symmetrical, right? If you look at the top of it, there is no bars, right? It's not a part of the design language, and those bars is not like Mist doesn't have bars on their ships, right? Look at this. There's no bars. It's very sleek. You know what I mean? But I suspect it may be Great Cat. The bar is also long, also along the top, and you can make it out better in high res. There's a bar along the top. You talking about the this one right here? It just seems like this bar is on the top. I'm almost certain it's a ground vehicle though. You know. So then, what do you guys think? What do you guys think this is? This one? Can I zoom in? What do you guys think this one is? This one. What I noticed is this one has red here and the white, which is causing me to think what ship manufacturer uses red and white? Yes, I agree. PGR, if you rotate the image, it looks like part of the MTC. Thing is that I don't know how to rotate it, right? I think I have it. Where is it? Where's the image? This is the CAV though, but where's this MTC you're talking about? Persis, can't wait for that. Ironclad. Not Drake, most likely a Morai or Misk. Think Reliant. I think this is Drake, man. I think that's Drake. Apollo silhouette looks awesome though. Mirai QI. The Fortune. Okay. Hornet Ghost. Tracker. Kind of looks like a rail system. Yeah, when you look at this, right? It's a rail system, right? This might be the Anvil ship. This might be Anvil ship, but I don't see the other turret, right? Because the Anvil ship has 4 size 5s, right? 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom on the turret that's on the rail system. This does look like a rail. It could be on a rail system. It definitely does. But I have no idea, man. But it also could just be a dual turret, a dual gun turret. You know what I mean? Looking at the gun position, it looks stationary. It could be too. It might just be the design that makes it look like it's a real system. But this right here in the middle looks like it might be a rail system. Yeah. I don't know. CIG, I think we may see whatever this is. during Invictus, and then we might see, I think we're definitely gonna see whatever this is at Invictus. All right. Another one thing that's gonna be coming out for Invictus, which I'm really excited for, is the Mist Starlancer TAC. Okay, so the Starlancer TAC, there was a video that was released a few days ago, behind the ship. So let's take a look at that. We're gonna react to it, and then we're gonna talk more about it. Okay. Gosh, can I make this bigger?
The Starlancer TAC is a variant of the Starlancer series. It kind of takes the Starlancer chassis and outfits it with a more offensive loadout. It's got remote turrets on top. The co-pilot's got some fun little missile turrets at the rear to keep people off the back end. You don't have access to every single gun on it. There's only 4 pilot-controlled guns. You'll notice immediately from the exterior that it has these new 2 twin size 5 man turrets.
What makes this MISC is the shape language that was used to make this turret. It replicates the exterior of the ship, which contains round forms.
Those size 5s, man. Those size 5s look sick. Those size 5s look sick. Yo, if I'm bringing out a Starlancer TAC, right, and I know I'm just there to like run up against like a cap ship or like a hammerhead or something big, I'm just going full ballistics. Full ballistics. What's the most powerful size 5 ballistic gun that we have? I'm hoping there's like a size 5 what is it called? The tarantulas? Those cannons? Man. They buff ballistic guns too, so those size 5s are gonna hurt. Yeah, I'm thinking 85s, right? Yo, imagine 2 or 3 Starlancers show up with 85s, bro. That's gonna be a problem. Right? And what makes it also great is also like air to ground assault. You put lasers on that thing. Devastating, man. So good.
It replicates the exterior of the ship, which contains round forms, welded forms, and chunky shapes.
It looks pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Does the Starlancer have these winglets? The base, the max. Guys, does the Starlancer have these winglets? I think that's different. Star Citizen, Starlancer Max. Oh, I think it does. I think it does. The build has it. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, I thought it didn't. I thought it didn't. I like the black on this though.
Kind of really proud of the manufacturing, and they're not afraid to show it. You kind of see all the compound forms that reveal the underlying structure, where the fuel cells are, but it's a little more refined. Paneling is a lot cleaner. It's not something like a Drake ship where everything's just completely exposed. I really like the MISC look. It's got this sort of darker stealth armor, so it looks really like sleek. The guys have done a really great job with the lighting on it. It's got this like really mean looking red lighting.
Ooh.
It just looks really cool.
Yo, I'm just thinking, bro, like I would use this thing as can the Starlancer carry do you guys know, can the Starlancer carry not the Nova but the Storms? Can it carry the Storms? Do you know? Do you guys know it can carry the Storms? That would be pretty sick if we can drop tanks and troops with like 2 or 3 Starlancers and still go in the air and dish out like serious damage. Look for the will it fit video to drop gunship. I think that I tested will it fit with the Starlancer, and I don't think I was able to get the storm on it because of the turret, right? The turret wasn't allowing it to go in when I tried it. No storm can fit. Got you. If it could, that would be awesome, man. But this vehicle can fit, which is also coming out. But hold on. This can fit. Where is it? This can fit. And if this has the missiles, right? If it has the missiles, then it works. Reason why I'm saying this is I want to be able to drop a ground vehicle that has low signatures, but it has tons of missiles. This way, it's a threat to fighters, drop ships. It's a threat to even heavy fighters. And literally, you have to be so low that it will knock you out of the sky before you can find it. That's what I want, right? So if we can get a vehicle like that, like the Grey Cat, I can almost guarantee this Grey Cat can fit inside of the Starlancer. So just imagine a bomber, a ground to air bomber like the Grey Cat that's coming out, right? Plus you have the Starlancer TAC. Dropping that off. I'm hoping this thing may have a gun. I'm hoping it has a gun. I'm hoping this comes because I've been looking for this combination. I'm hoping this thing has like a turret that you can use. Not even to fight ships, but to deal with troops on the ground, right? And then it has tons of missiles. Just imagine that combination, guys. Just imagine that combination with a Starlancer. Plus, you got troops. Plus, you got the hangar. Plus, you got the size 5s on the side, the broadsides. Yo, this thing is going to be devastating in big operations. The storms with missiles fit on. It's tight, but you can roll in it with. Oh, really? Okay. If that works, then that's gonna be perfect. That was even the one I was looking for. So the storm can fit. Oh, that's perfect. That's a great combination for this. If it's Ursa's size, you can fit 2 as well, I think. Damn. Level 3 med beds. Whew. The Starlancer is looking too good, man. The TAC is looking too good.
It does not have a cargo lift, but it still has your cargo bay in the back for 96 SCU and space for...
You guys notice these missiles? So I think the way these missiles that are in the back here will work in a way where either there's an extra turret, an extra seat inside of the ship where you can control the missiles from the back here, similar to the missile turrets on the Polaris. That's very devastating, man. Just to get fighters off of you. And missiles are really accurate now, right? So that in itself, this thing is gonna be a powerhouse. Like this thing is armed to the teeth, man. Vehicle transport, troop transport, small Fury hangar, and if you are good, you can fit 2 Furies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a beast. I think the 64 missile boats is the Guardian. I hope so. That'll be interesting. The MX, huh? Yeah, they have the Furies. They have the missile boat for the Furies, so it makes sense that they're gonna come up with a missile boat for the um, Guardian. That makes sense. That's what I mean. Early 64 missile boats for the MX. Got you, got you, got you, got you, got you. Nice, okay.
Holding ground vehicles, and you also have the addition of a hangar up top.
There were a lot of requests for a version
Yo,
that
that's
could carry
pretty
the ship,
spacious.
so I'm glad we've managed to figure that out.
It can accommodate one Fury, but if you are a good pilot, you can accommodate 2 as well.
2.
What we've done is we've
gosh.
stripped out the Max's separate habitation rooms and replaced.
Yo, that's sick, right? Like with the Furies, right? I wouldn't want to deploy a Fury mid-combat. But what I would do before I get to the combat zone, I'll have 2 Furies on board, have them deployed, and they will both fly with me to go into combat. Plus, I have my land vehicle that has missiles, the Storm. I would fly in, drop that vehicle. My Furies will be defending the Starlancer, 2 per, right? So if you have like 3 Starlancers, the same setup, and they're all defending the Starlancers. Oh my gosh. This ship is sick. This ship is sick. Plus, you got your troops. Oh, this thing is giving the Valkyrie a run for its money, to be quite honest. What would you guys pick? The Valkyrie or the Starlancer TAC, bro? Yo. 2 Stealth Furies with FL-22s and Rattlers are devastating. Oh my, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Stealth right now is dangerous, bro. Imagine a few TACs flying in on an orc trying to do Hadar mission. It's over. That's what I'm thinking, bro. That's what I'm thinking. Yo. These 2 Furies, 2 missile storm tanks, and 8 soldiers on 4. Oh my god, it's done. Yes. Yes. That's what I'm thinking. Bro. Co-pilot mission, co-pilot missile control. The TAC is fully filled. It is going to be a destroyer. Yes. TAC is a party. Let's go down, babies. Just no info on the shield yet. Hoping more than the max. Yes, that's the point where, depending on what CIG does, it'll either be OP and people will complain about it if they give it 2 size 3s. I'm thinking give it 1 size 3 plus 2 size 2 shields. Would that work? Because if they make it 2 size 3s, oh my gosh. I don't know if they'll do that. I don't know if there's co-pilot missile control. There's missile racks in the back. There's missile racks in the back. So there has to be co-pilot missile control. There's missile racks in the back. I don't know where it was, but there's 2 missile racks in the back. I don't know if there's co-pilot control. The co-pilot has the rare missile. I think the co-pilot. I think that's gonna be co-pilot control or like a turret, a seat, another seat, because it already has 4 seats, right? 2 in the front, 2 on the sides, in the back. There has to be something that can compete with the TAC, because seeing 2 fully crewed TACs coming at you is scary. Yes. 2 size 3s. Bro, Barrett, I would love it for it to have 2 size 3s, but like in terms of balance, I don't know what's going to compete with it. What shield does the Redeemer have? 1 size 3, right? And what shield does the Paladin have? I think 1 size 3. Because if you give it 2 size 3s, this thing can literally go toe to toe with the Redeemer and bully it. The Redeemer has 4 size 2s. Nah, I don't think they're gonna give the Starlancer TAC 2 size 3s then. I don't think so. Unless they give the Paladin 2 size 3s, then I can see them giving the TAC maybe 2 size 3s. Or the middle point will be 1 size 3 plus 2 size 2s. Because right now, if they give it 2 size 3s, I think it's gonna bully everybody. If you have multiple TACs filled, oh man, that's gonna be devastating, man.
The Max's separate habitation rooms and replace those with the hangar.
It's not that much big, but it's compact. It has a landing pad there with really.
The TAC is listed to have 2 size 3s in the tech sheet on the webpage. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Systems. Where's that? Where's that sheet? I think there was a sheet. No, it's this page. Specifications, right? Hard points. Two large shields. Oh my goodness. Yo, the TAC is gonna be a bully. Yo. What's going on, Rob? Holy. 2 size 3s. Oh my gosh. Yo, this is too good of a ship. I can see them nerfing it, honestly. Hangar. Ship hangar. That can fit 2 Furies. Cargo bay for drop a ground vehicle. Troop transport. Medical bed. 2 size 4s front facing. Lasers or ballistics. Turret up top. 2 size 4s. I think another turret in the back. Does it have the turret in the back? Does it have turrets in the back? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It still has that turret in the back. Oh my gosh. Yo. Bro, that's not fair, bro. You gotta own it. You gotta own it. You gotta get it. Oh my gosh. I think you will see the balance coming with its speed. It's slow and pondering. It's gonna need fighters. Okay, that's a way to balance it. Make it very slow. Okay. Make it very slow. I can see that. I can see that. They have to nerf this thing. This is crazy, bro. Hold on, let me get the chat in here. Alerts. I don't think I should have had the chat in here a while back. That's crazy. With your gameplay, I can't wait to see what you do with this ship with your organization gameplay. Bro, I have so much ideas. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. It has 2 size 4 dual turrets. Yes. That's, oh my gosh. It's gonna bully Redeemers. It's going to go toe-to-toe with the Paladin. They definitely got to give the Paladin 2 size 3s, first and foremost. But it's gonna go toe-to-toe with the Paladin. It's gonna go toe-to-toe with the Paladin. Hands down. Hands down. Right? Like, damn. Broadside attacking, right? So like if I was gonna fight a Paladin or a Redeemer, I'll use broadside, right? I'll get one side, this turret, that turret. So 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2 size 5s. So 4 size 4s plus 2 size 5s on one side to deal damage. And then if I turn around and I can get my 2 size 4s and my 4 size 4s on it too, oh my gosh. Like there's nothing else in its class that can compete with the TAC, bro. They have to nerf it in one way or another. And I think maybe the shields will be size 2 size 3s, but it's going to be, once the shields are down, it's a wrap. I think that's how they're going to do it. Once the shields are down, it's a wrap. I don't think the health pool of it is going to be good. I think they're going to keep the health pool the same as the max, but give it the 2 size 3 shields. TAC should be used for patrol. I bet they will use for stand police. I can see that. There are Mavis, that's how it's listed as long range patrol ship. It's meant as a local police vehicle. That's why it has a bit of everything. Makes sense? Yeah, if it flies like the max, you're going to need all the shields and weapons. Makes sense? Corporate security ship. 4 size 4s for the front facing. 2 dual size 4s plus 2 dual size 5s, and it holds a ship. It holds ships and vehicles. Bro, this is so OP. I'm telling you, like, yo, man, they don't need to nerf. Don't cause problems in 1.0. Oh my gosh, bro. Yo, the TAC is scary. The TAC is scary.
We've extended the Max's habitation kitchen area to have its own bunk room. On the lower deck, we've replaced the long cargo bridge sort of area with a troop deployment area where some soldiers can jump out of like an extending gantry.
They can literally just jump out like that.
Cargo bay is a small medical room.
No other MISC ships has a medical bay, so it was a bit hard at the first to get used to it, like how
Look at the medical bay, bro.
What I feel the people will notice most will be the aesthetic of it. These bright lights and those metal floors. It's a bit high-tech, but it's not like very high maintenance.
The engineering and the cockpit are the same as the Max.
And in the cockpit, it's very spacious. It's accommodate pilot, co-pilot. It looks really cool because it's integrated with the bridge.
The turret room is located in the belly of the ship. At first glance, it resembles a shrine to warfare with all the red lights around and the
so it's 2 of them in there.
And the turret.
What are these things?
On the left and the right.
Do these things, did they say, I know before they said these have no implications, gameplay implications, but what are these things?
Seats on the left and the right. It looks really cool. The animations are really cool. From the hatch closing over the player to the seat rotating and going into the turret, and the guns sliding out in preparation for battle.
The Starlancer would be for like teams of players who really like missions in a large group of like soldiers. As well as like the actual people flying the ship and the turrets.
Ground assault right
quite
there.
A lot of space for ground pounders with rifles. The cargo bay in the back can be used for like some of the smaller vehicles like the Cyclone. I think it's a really good ship for like just team play.
Look at that. Bro, CIG, yo, man, they said, I want an everything ship. It dominates everything and everyone. And they came up with this, bro. This is crazy. This is wild, bro. This is wild. I have to get it. I have to upgrade my max to this. It's a no-brainer, bro. It's a no-brainer. Man, it's too good. 2 TAC and a Polaris will fully crewed will destroy everything. Its armor is stronger than the Max. Really? Whew. I don't think anyone who whine about the mail slots view should be allowed to fly. I think you can get away with pirating around Hurston. Nope. All right. All right. So let's get into it. So Invictus, right? So May 15th, Invictus is coming out. Really exciting. Make sure we're 10 days away. Under 11 days, right? About 10 days. Really excited. Exciting new ships that we're going to be seeing. I'm sure there's going to be a few surprises. One of the ones is the one that was just right there. People think it's going to be the Legionnaire. People think it could be the Asgard. People think it's going to be another ship. I forget the other one. But I believe there's going to be something else in addition to this that we might see. There's also indication with the fact that they're showing the Idris right now. You're in the bridge of the Idris, and we've seen so much of the Idris. I think they're going to release a variant of the Idris. That's my suspicion because we've seen so much of it now. I think they're gonna release a variant of the Idris. All right, so they have an Idris tour that they're gonna have at Area 18. Idris experience plus the convention to see the other ships. So I haven't seen this in the PTU yet. I have to go see it. I think I'll wait until live before I go and check it out. So this is the map for it. To Riker Station. I believe. Do you guys know how to get to it? The Idris experience. Do you have to fly to the location or how does that work? I'll have to figure that out. So that's the TAC that's coming out. We already know about that. There's a few things that CIG is selling. Yeah, but they already, I mean, you can buy this with real world money, but this isn't, I think this stuff is in game. You can buy this in game, I think. Early stream. Yeah, what's going on, Jonathan? You go up the elevator in Area 18 at our Corp Tower. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Charlie. Good. Easily accessible. You don't need to fly your ship to get to it. That's nice. Transport. Okay. Where is there was another sheet here that had the days. But yeah, so my ship predictions will be Asgard concept, 1 or 2 straight to flyable ships, ground vehicle, maybe another concept. We might see 2 concepts, but what I know is the Anvil has 2 days. Anvil gets 2 days by itself. So it's gonna like literally be for 2 days, we're only gonna be seeing Anvil. So, which means we're gonna be seeing a lot of Anvil, some new ships for Anvil. We might see the Paladin. We might see what the Asgard looks like, plus another Anvil ship, which I think is going to be the Legionnaire, going straight to flyable. You think the Asgard be flyable? But what the way they describe the Asgard, it's supposed to be a heavy carrier. It's a heavy carrier, right? So that made me believe that it could be something Carrack size or Hammerhead size or Polaris size that can carry big combat ships. That's what I'm thinking. But I could be totally wrong though. If I have an M2 along with the Earth's rover, is there any point of getting the Starlancer TAC? I'm debating on adding it to my fleet. Good question. If you have an M2, M2 is a drop ship, the M2 can drop tanks now. So the TAC can't drop tanks. The TAC, I think, can hold the Storm AA, which is the light tank anti-air, but it can't hold the regular Storm because of the turret. but the M2 can carry the Atlas platform, which is the Centurion, the I think there's like 4 variants, right? Um the other ones. There's like some big ground vehicles that one is a missile boat, one is has a big turret on it. It can carry those. No other ship can carry those, by the way. The Nova tank, it's the only vehicle, the Hercules series, only vehicle that can carry the tanks. So you have to consider that, right? Do you want to use it for that? If you're going to be using those vehicles and carrying those vehicles, plus the amount of cargo that the Hercules has, are you going to be doing a lot of cargo? You have to consider all those things, right? But if you know that you're not going to be using it for cargo much, you just want combat, you're going to be combat focused, I'll be looking at the TAC. But the great thing is, I believe you'll be able to rent the TAC, so you get at least a couple days to play around with it and test it out and see it. So I think, yeah, wait until you rent it, check it out, get a feel for it, see how you like it, man. Probably going to melt my Connie for the TAC. Bro, yeah, it's a no-brainer, bro. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I'm going to upgrade mine, my Max, to this. They didn't say carrier for the Asgard? Really? Okay. So then it might be smaller. It might be maybe carrot size. I bought it when the Starlancers came out. Soon as I saw the rear missiles, size 5, medbay shields. It's like a monitor ship. You can do almost anything with it. Yes, it's huge for multi gameplay. You can do so much different things. You can carry a little bit of cargo. You can do your bunkers. There's like you have access to so much gameplay loops with it. With the TAC. It's like a mini orc ship. Not monitor, dumb Siri. I don't know what that means, Shirley. But yeah, man. Yo, I like the TAC. I'm not gonna lie. I like the TAC a lot. Really excited for it. But yeah, so guys, this was an experimental live stream, and I actually enjoyed this live stream. I think this was fun to have these conversations and to go through Star Citizen content. I think I want to implement this into the channel. I'm thinking Sundays. I think I'll try next Sunday, see how it goes, and then we might just add it and make it regular. I really like this, man. This was fun. Great show. Wife says I gotta do life. Yeah, me too. I gotta do real life stuff too, man. But this was fun, man. I really liked it. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments of how this live stream went. Any things that you might recommend. Let me know, okay? But this was fun. You guys have a great afternoon. We have some great weather, so hopefully you guys enjoy it, all right? Also, by the way, I have a new gameplay channel. The gameplay channel is called PGR Play. PGR Play is hold on one second. PGR Play is my new channel, and it's going to be for high quality gameplay videos, right? So this is the channel, right? High quality gameplay videos, right? I have a few videos on there already, and I have a few more that I'm working on right now that are coming. So make sure you go there and subscribe. I'm going to put the link to that right here, actually. Let me put that in the chat right there. Make sure to go and subscribe if you're interested in high quality Star Citizen gameplay videos. That's where I'm going to put these videos. For some reason, YouTube doesn't think my videos are good, so it doesn't push it on the regular channel. So I decided, you know what, let me create a new channel with a clean slate. This way it can grow its own audience for people that actually enjoy the type of content that it is. Okay, so that's what that is. So if you're interested in gameplay videos, go to this channel, subscribe. I have a few videos coming out. All right, so make sure you guys go and check it out. All right, Mystician, how are you? Yeah, it's been pretty stormy around where I'm at lately, but a good day now. Nice, nice, nice. All right, guys, you guys have a great afternoon. I'll catch you guys on Mystician. Thank you, man. Thank you for becoming a tier 1 supporter. Appreciate it. Mystician, appreciate it, man. All right, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.